day. 190 to 166.
There's Apple's under pressure.
You buy stocks on Tuesday and sell them on Friday.
Market is as volatile as you'll ever see.
Traders saying this is the craziest day they have ever seen in these markets. Veteran traders saying they've never seen anything like it. The movement in oil.
Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the S&P 500 futures chart. Just before I start today's video, anyone who's interested in joining my Signal group and receiving my personal trades, then please do not hesitate to visit my website dailymarketmovements.com. I charge a very small joining fee of $29.99. But let's have a look here at the S&P 500. We're starting to show signs of weakness. The past 3 trading sessions have been in the red. We have attempted to break above the 200-day EMA, especially during yesterday's trading session where we started the session very strong, but the bears have come in to protect it. So this tells me one thing and one thing only. First of all, we go down to that 0.382 February, which is set at around 4,090, and then if we break below there, then we go straight to the 50-day EMA. So pretty much, guys, the 50-day EMA is a target here for the S&P 500, which sits at around 4,000. We are starting to see lots of weakness under the surface. Nvidia yesterday come out a few weeks earlier than when they're due to report their earnings, and they said, listen guys, we're going to miss significantly. Their gaming sales, so their gaming PC sales are down 44%. That's not a small decrease, that's an incredible decrease there for Nvidia. So they've come out and said, we're looking at revenue to come in at around 6 billion rather than 8 billion. That's a big miss. And of course, their outlook going forward isn't that good either. So I think Q3, Q4 is going to be very challenging for the majority of these big tech companies. I think, Apple is going to see very similar things. And of course, Apple is such a large weightage here in the S&P 500. So ultimately, I do believe we will break down. That being said, we have one obstacle that's in our way for the next month, and that of course is the CPI reading, which is tomorrow. That comes out tomorrow, and I want many of my viewers to understand this. Okay, the headline number, so of course last month it was 9.1%, and it shocked many investors. So the headline number, the expectations have come down, okay? So the headline number, even if it is less than what the expectation is, where, the average retail trader would probably think, okay, fantastic, this means that the market's going to go higher. You're wrong. The Fed, okay, and this is what's so important, the Fed looks at the core inflation reading, okay? And the core inflation reading, I will let you know that the expectations have actually gone up compared to last month. So if the CPI headline reading is lower than expected, but the core comes out higher than expected, then this is very negative for the markets, because that is the key reading of inflation that the Fed looks at going forward. So it's all about the core CPI tomorrow. I'm not too bothered on the headline. And, yes, we've seen many prices come down, the likes of oil, metals and wood, etc. But housing and rental market is still at an all-time high. It's very expensive to rent a property right now, let alone buy a house. And of course, the housing market and the rental market represent a huge part of that core inflation and of course that headline. So I don't think it's going to be as low as everyone is expected, just like I thought that the jobs number was going to be stronger than a lot of people were expecting last Friday. I think that investors could be in for a real shock here, and that could be a catalyst that sends us lower, because guys, I'm going to say it to you right now, if that number comes in a lot stronger than expected, that opens up the gates for us to give back the majority of the gains that we achieved throughout the whole month of July.
190 to 166.
There's Apple's under pressure.
You buy stocks on Tuesday and sell them on Friday.
Market is as volatile as you'll ever see.
Traders saying this is the craziest day they have ever seen in these markets. Veteran traders saying they've never seen anything like it. The movement in